In this tutorial today, you'll be learning how to do a 2-point perspective drawing. So make sure you have a nice clear title up the top. And make sure your name is on your page as well. You'll need a ruler, a pencil and an eraser. And what you're going to draw first is a nice straight horizon line. I'll need to make mine a bit straighter, it's a bit on an angle. Okay, so because it's a 2-point perspective, we need to have 2 vanishing points. You can put your 2 vanishing points anywhere along the horizon line, but I'm going to put mine close to the ends, but not at the very end. So I'm leaving a bit of a gap there and there. I'm going to start with the left vanishing point. And I'm going to do a diagonal line up towards the middle. I might do it a bit higher. Yep, there. And now I'm going to create a rectangle that goes all the way down to the bottom, like that, but stopping about there. Then I need to connect that point to my left vanishing point. That way. And then I'm going to create the rest of my rectangle. So straight line there. And a straight line at the base. And then I'm connecting my right, so I'm just going to draw this line, but then those points here are going to connect to my right vanishing point. So connecting it there, and connecting it there, and then on the sides I'm going to draw smaller parallel lines. And I'm going to do this side as well. Now, because it's a building, I want to add a few doors and windows. And you can see that each vanishing point, or each side of the building, gets smaller as it goes to the vanishing point. Now I'm going to create a door. Again, using my parallel lines, I'm going to create this window actually. So create some points there, and a point there, and a point there. So with my points, I'm going to create my straight line, and that's parallel, and then I need to create the point leading to the vanishing point. So it's that line there, and then this line leads to the vanishing point as well. And then I'll draw my parallel line to finish off my window. There you go, there's my window. I'm going to draw another window next to it to show you that it becomes smaller as well. There's my window. So it leads to the vanishing point there as well. And that one leads to the vanishing point too. So using that line with the vanishing point, I'm just going to extend that line. So I'm going to extend that line and then use parallel lines to create my smaller window. There you go, there's my two windows. I'll just neaten them up a bit. So make sure you use your ruler for those really nice straight finishes. There you go. So you can see that one window is a bit larger, but as it draws closer to the vanishing point, it becomes smaller in perspective. I'm going to draw my door at the front here. There's my door. On the right, I'm going to show you how to do some curved lines or some arches as well. So I'm going to start off by drawing a rectangle. So parallel line. I need to join that to my right vanishing point. And then draw a parallel line. And then I'm going to draw a cross in the middle. So nice and even, so that way. And then I need to go the cross on my vanishing point. So see how that's on an angle? I need to make sure it's in the middle and still on that angle. And draw that cross there. So to create an arch, I'm going to use those points there. And I'm going to go all the way down to that other cross section. So it's joining to those points on the cross. There and there. And that's how you create an arch. So now I can rub those corners out. So there's my arch there. So I'm just making sure it's finishing really nicely. And there is my arch. So to get those curves, make sure you draw a rectangle or a square first, and then use the same step. There's my arched door. I'm going to do an circular window to show you as well. And you can use these arches or curves for the building itself as well. Just use the exact same steps. So here I'm going to create a square, but it's still using the 2-point perspective, so the vanishing point. There. And using that point, the vanishing point. So it goes on an angle, and then a parallel line. Then I'm going to create a parallel line in the middle, and then another line in the middle, but using the vanishing point. So there's my cross, and I'm going to join those points together. There we go. So I'm going all the way around and joining those points together. So there's my round window, and I can rub out those corners. So I'm just making sure it's a bit nicer, and I can see it faintly as well. Just going around it again to finish it up nicely. So as you can see on the sides, it gets smaller as it leads to the vanishing point. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to show you some really good 2-point perspective drawings, and they've been also coloured in as well. So this is what you will eventually do. So here is a 2-point perspective of a little pop-up clock shop, and here is the coloured in version of that 2-point perspective. You can see they lead out to the 2 points and it gets smaller and smaller there as well. Here is another 2-point perspective. I'm just going to get it. So here is another 2-point perspective, and you can see that each side vanishes to those vanishing points, and here is the coloured version as well. Okay. So once you've done your practice, you will then complete your final exterior 2-point perspective.